Hey, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna kind of get ready. Bear with me. I'm actually in my daughter's room because I felt like sitting down, and also because my little baby is sleeping and I just want some quiet. Anyone else with me? Like, it's Monday. It's 9. Oh golly, it's 10 o'clock for me and I'm still going, can I have quiet? I'm just not there yet today. But I thought while I got ready, I would go live, which is actually a lot harder for me than creating a video and editing it because I am not the best with my speech. I'm not the best talker. I'm not a charismatic person. I don't try to be. But I think that I think being real just helps us connect with one another more. And I'm sure that you guys see, I share a lot of stuff from Rachel Hollis. And in a lot of ways, she's really helped me because let me actually get ready while I do this. But she's really helped me in a lot of ways because she's reminded me that I can just be myself and not be what I think I should be. And I love that. I mean, it's awesome. And a lot of the content that she has shared is great. And I know that there's a lot of hesitation in my voice, and that's because, like, I think about 8 years ago, I just kept hearing this voice in the back of my head that was like, oh, you should share your story. You should just share your story. You should share your, and I'm going to get real. You should share your experiences with daddy issues. You should share your experiences and what you've learned trying to overcome that and the mistakes you've made, including marrying someone who was very similar to my father. And what it was like being married to someone who was narcissistic. And how for me, because I'm so incredibly different, how that worked out, how it didn't work out. And I don't know, I always thought, no, that's not necessary. That's not, like, who wants to hear about my life? Like, everyone's got their own problems, everyone's got their own issues, and their own things that they want to do, and they don't want to hear about the negative stuff. They want someone who looks perfect and someone who, looks like they've got all their ducks in a row and all their stuff together. And that's not me. I'm not, at the body mass index I'd like to be, and I'm not, I'm not as pretty as a lot of these other people, or done up as a lot of these people. I don't have enough money compared to these people, etc. And so for years and years and years, I just was like, that's silly. That's nonsense. I'm not going to do anything like that. And then here comes this woman who largely has motivated, like I said, I'm getting ready, so I'm collecting my, I've got like moisturizer, a couple of foundations, and some pearlizer. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, it's just, this woman comes along who, shows other women, and it's amazing that you can just be yourself. You can thrive being yourself. You can encourage and motivate others just being yourself. You can connect with people, inspire people, motivate people to be, themselves and be happy with just being themselves. And I think that that's just amazing because it is so, I think it's really hard to do that. And so the reason why I titled this Comparisons and Judgment is, oh my gosh, it is extremely hard not to judge others and compare ourselves with others. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think it is. I know it is for me. I look at others and I can be highly judgmental. I've been reversing or attempting to reverse that habit, and I've gotten a lot better than I used to be. Because now, even though my first thought may be, what in the heck did you not get a full-length mirror view, or even try to look at yourself in the mirror before you left today? Which is so mean, right? That's awful. It's so mean. Now I sit there and I go, I don't know her circumstance. I don't know his circumstance. I don't know what their story is. I don't know what's going on in their life, and it's not cool for me to judge them. Because what if she's, anyone like me who is not the stay-at-home mom kind of person? They're not the kind of person who is like I love my kids and only everything about my kids, and I love just taking care of my kids. And I have so much love and praise that goes out to stay-at-home moms because I just frankly don't have the patience for it. I have things I want to accomplish in my life, and I love my kids, and half, if not more, of my motivation to thrive and succeed is because I want to show them that they can do it too. I want them to live the life they want to live, and I want to be the example to them of someone who, despite whatever was going on in life, consistently worked for their goals, right? And so, that means that I also have to be a better person, and not judge these people, not look at them and look down upon them. But I also have to not look at people and go, dang. And I totally did that. I totally compared. I didn't even explain what I did. I don't want to look at people either and compare myself and my life to what their life looks like, because appearance is not always the answer. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. What we see isn't always what is actually going on. So we may look at someone and think, man, they got that really nice car. They've got these really great clothes, and they've got just, such amazing things. It looks like they have the life, right? They have an amazing life. They have an incredible life. And you want to have that life. You want to have what they have. You want to have the amazingness and the no worries, and who cares about bills? Like, I can pay all my bills. Oh wow, that's beautiful. I can pay everything, and I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, sure, that would be nice, and that's what everyone wants, but that may not actually be that person's reality. um anyway, so it sucks. Comparing and judging really sucks, and it's really hard not to do, because I think by human nature, I think it's a competitive thing. Even if we don't consider ourselves competitive, I think in a lot of ways that's where comparisons and judgments come from. And yeah, it's just hard not to do that. But if you think about it, 99% of the time, when we're comparing ourselves in our lives to what we see when we're out and about, that's what I'm always looking at, is outside, because it's really pretty. It's really pretty outside. I can show you if I can put my view. This is actually Emma's room, but isn't it pretty outside? I just love that my windows face the beautiful fall colors. So anyway, it's always, I think, where our comparison and our judgments come from is this place of competition. Where as humans, we want to be better. We want to succeed at a higher plane than the person who's driving next to us. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I think that really just, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. I think it's exhausting feeling like you have to look a certain way or be a certain way all the time. It's really, it's gross. It's toxic, and it's tiring, and I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it gets you anywhere, And so, my husband, doesn't have any kids. He came into our marriage, with, our little girl being his first. And he's talked before about being a little bit nervous about that, being a good father and being a strong father. And he's like, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to screw up. I'm like, we're going to screw up. We're human beings. We screw up. We make mistakes. I said the biggest thing that I've tried to show my kids is, even when I lose my temper, whether, it's directly related to a series of actions they took, or it's external stresses that have nothing to do with my kids, I do my best every time I've lost my temper and been upset, and said, I'm sorry, that was too much. This is what it is, or this is what you did, and this is how I should have responded, or whatever the case may be. I own it. I show them that when I do something wrong, I own it, and I apologize, and I be a better person for it. And just because I don't want them going out in the world thinking that, they shouldn't, I guess, own their mistakes, but I also want them to own who they are. Part of that is being this example of owning who they are and being happy with who they are. And, Emma's entering middle school, and, so she's got that whole, oh man, people are like this. And I haven't seen her judge others as much or compare herself with others to the extent of she comes home and feels upset. But I have noticed that she's come home and people have been making fun of her for the way she dresses. And she's like, I don't get it. I don't know why. What's wrong with the way I dress? And that's great. I'm glad that she doesn't instantly go to the place of, oh golly, what is wrong with me? You know, what about the way I dress is bad? Um, so anyway, this circling back to, you know, what Rachel and Dave were talking about this morning, you know, they were talking about comparisons and how it sucks to compare yourself. You know, we have all these things of social media. You know, we go on Facebook, we scroll through, we see people's lives, we see people in makeup, and you know, especially like on Instagram. If any of you guys use Instagram much, you know, you see these people that are all dolled up and look perfect and pretty, and it's just that's not life. It's so not life. It's not true. It's not accurate. And I'm rambling. I want people to know that there are places you can go, even in social media, where that is not happening. People aren't comparing one another. They're not, even if they are asking for assistance. They are saying, hey, I need help with X, or I want to be better about this because I know I can be more than what I am. So there's a group that follows Rachel Hollis, and we have our own like Facebook group, and you can join it. It's called Made for More, because her whole idea, you know, that she's trying to share with people is that you can be more. You can always be more than what you are, and you should live to be more than what you are, because you're capable of so much more, right? This whole idea of Made for More. But anyway, so this group is really great, and I've been a part of it for probably a good, I don't know, well, it's been more than 60 days, because I started the last 90-day challenge, which I have not been the best with. I really haven't. I've been really good about my water. I've been really good about my water intake. The other things, I've been pretty decent about writing down my gratitude. I'm usually really good about thinking about things I'm grateful for, and, you know, looking around my house and going, man, I'm really grateful for this townhouse. You know, it's not as much space as we want to have, but it's nice and it's cozy and it's warm and it's safe and it's not falling apart and it doesn't need a lot of repairs. So I'm grateful for all that. I'm grateful for the appliances that we have, because think about it, man, I don't want to do laundry by hand. You know, and so we have these simple luxuries, and I try to be really grateful for those simple luxuries. Clean drinking water, huge. And the fact that my kids are healthy, that we are healthy, that we're all mobile. These are things that we take for granted every day. So I'm usually really focusing on those and being grateful for those. So anyway, this Made for More group started, I think actually before, but I joined it not long before the whole last 90-day challenge. And the idea was to, you know, run the last 90 days of your year as strong as you could, and creating new habits, so that by the time you actually start the new year, you're not trying to start fresh. You're not trying to start with a New Year's resolution. You can start with new goals, because you're already a better version of yourself than you were. So you will actually start the year stronger, because you're already, you know, 10 feet ahead or whatever. So if you ever want to be a part of a group, mostly women, there are some men, but if you ever want to be a part of a group that, oh my gosh, I've seen all kinds of posts about people struggling being single at 47, to people asking about diet assistance because they're trying to do one thing or another, people who are saying they struggle with substance abuse, or people who, I mean, I think you get the point. It's real, and no one is judging on there, and I love that. So when you go onto this site, you don't have to post anything if you don't want to, but you will see what others post, and they share themselves, and they actively seek companionship and support from people that are all in this group. And we all agree that let's not compare, let's help, let's work together, because as a society, as a state, as a country, whatever, we will do so much better if we are supporting one another instead of breaking everybody down. And that is an amazing example to set for anybody, whether or not you have kids. Show your family that you're being this better person. Show your friends, show whoever that you were like, that you're like, I'm done. I don't want to compare. I don't want to judge. I just want to do me, and I want to focus on me and being the best that I can be. So I will copy the link for that group in this video later. I've obviously hardly gotten ready because I've been talking so much, but I just think that that topic is really important, and I know I struggle with it. I struggle big time with it, and I know that I'm better, but I know that I'm far from being even in the recovering aspect of a recovering, judgmental person, or whatever. But it's something I'm actively working on, because I would much rather encourage people and empower people, and that's really what I love to do. So I hope everyone has a really good day. I hope that you all have a nice week. I hope that you had a nice Thanksgiving. Happy Cyber Monday. On the more business side of things, I'll make a quick note that I will start doing, I'm gonna play with my new Christmas colors. I will start doing a weekly giveaway. So there'll be a prize awarded to somebody. I will do a live drawing for it. That's really hard for me to say because I really hate going live. So one of my goals is to not hate going live anymore. But I will do a weekly drawing for an item. It could be something like a gloss, like a colored gloss like this. It could even be, I'm trying to find something. Sorry, I had almost a shadow in my hand up top. It could be a lip color. It could be maybe a shadow sense. It could be 10% off, 15% off, free shipping and 15% off. It could be a free gift with purchase. There's all these. I also have, a pack of Senegence brushes. I have sponges, beauty blenders. I have eye duos. So whether it's like standard base makeup, or if you really want to smudge an eyeline. So I have these things that I've pre-planned and have been slowly but surely setting aside so that I can give gifts away with purchases, because I really want to thank my customers. Things like that will also be included in the membership packages, and I know that I need to be better about explaining that and sharing that information, because I'm really excited about hand selecting packages for people and sending them a monthly or a bi-monthly box. It's like, hey, this is what I picked out for you. I'm so excited. I hope you like everything. Let me know if you don't. I'll exchange it. I'm excited to put fun things in there. I'm excited to share really great skincare and makeup products. So like I said, I hope you guys have a really great week. Stop comparing yourself. Stop judging people. They don't know you. You don't know them. And even if they do, it's probably because they're scared of whatever you're doing or whatever you're not doing. Just focus on being a better version of yourself every day. I love you all so much. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Bye.